Welcome to Sutrip 18. In this episode, we'll be taking a closer look at our next major update, Alpha 0.5. Our lead game designer will walk you through some of the biggest changes, including ones made to the headquarters, PvP balance, and players' immersion. And our art director will show you how much we've improved on the art side. Finally, our community manager will reveal the contributor of the month, but first, let's hear from him about one of the latest community events. So, stay with us and enjoy the show.
Hey guys, first and foremost, please join me in congratulating FatDocs8, who is officially EndWar Online's best player. He earned his title through a double elimination tournament we hosted called the General's Gauntlet, and in it, 8 of the game's top players fought against each other for a whole month until only our winner remained. To learn more about the General's Gauntlet tournament, follow the link below where you can also find an interview with our winner. Finally, I'd like to thank all of the participants for their help on making the tournament such a huge success. We plan on hosting even bigger and better ones in the future, so your feedback and data will be used as a valuable reference.
I would call what we did the last few months a deep restructuring, refactor and polishing of the elements that were there before but not visible. Essentially, it's like using the same ingredients but with some added spices and a better recipe. To be more specific, next version will greatly improve how we present the fantasy of the game. So it starts by revealing who you are, where you come from, and it continues on with where you're going and what you need to do. This is aided by many awesome art changes which help to provide the context for the story, for the enemies, the player's goal, and much more things.
So our goal is to create the absolutely best looking game on this very special platform, browsers. So we want not only the best 3D graphics, but also a unique art style for the entire visual experience for our players. We wanted to stay true to the original EndWar as much as we can, while giving it a modern and high-tech visual treatment. So in order to achieve that, we reuse many 3D assets from the original game, but redesigned the commander, units, levels, and even the entire user interface. So it was very hard, but really gave the game a refreshing art direction.
Another major change in the next version is the headquarters, your capital city. It's now the root of your interaction with the world of EndWar, and it acts like a portal to every function of the game. You can see it as a menu navigation logic correction, but it's much more than this. It's really a new way and improved way to access our universe.
Working together with our game designers, we wanted to give players more context to EndWar Online's background story. So we mainly polished the early stage of the game, included a brand new intro video, and we added many meaningful storytelling elements and animations. And also, we improved most of user interface and menus, and we actually completely redesigned the whole character selection page, which now includes a number of realistic and high-quality avatars for players to choose from.
We focused mainly on gameplay before, but now there's a deep story involved, and it continues after the events of the original EndWar and World War III. Again, what's important is presenting where the world is coming from and where the players are going. So the story is basically like this. First you start from your headquarters, a small territory still under your control, but it's surrounded by enemies. From there you'll strengthen your units, start to regain the cities that were lost, and as you continue to develop your army, you'll go on fight harder and harder enemies until you reunite your faction entirely.
So Faction View and Earth View have been polished as well, and the players should find that it's much better and more convenient. So in order to be the best looking browser game, we are pushing the visual quality every day, over and over. So don't be surprised to see more visual improvements in the next versions, because we are far from them.
In terms of balancing, we worked on several things. First, Fortress mode, our asynchronous PvP mode. It's now much more fair in the sense that fighting an equal level opponent will actually be challenging. That was not the case before. That means when you set up a defense, for example, you'll present a challenge to much more people than before. When you attack an opponent, you'll also have to be much more careful about his potential power. So overall, that means less extreme jumps in the leaderboards and fewer bad surprises.
Having a believable environment and characters, very polished animation and visual effects, and an overall impressive visual experience. With all of this, I believe ZN Online is going to be a true next-gen browser title.
And we are here for short You Ask, We Answer. Hello, Jacques.
Hello, Anna.
So this time, one of our most dedicated players, Sokolovextas, would like to know the following. Will we have the ability to transfer experience from one commander to another for gold?
Unfortunately, that will exploit our current game system. If you want to train commanders quickly, you should use training books. They don't allow to transfer experience from one commander to another, but they are based on a similar idea. Basically, you have a pool of experience points to play with, and you can distribute according to your strategy.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
It's time to reveal our April contributor of the month. So, Jing, who is it this time?
Well, on the forums he's known as Sokolovextas, in-game he's known as Dimitri94, but I refer to him as the guy who makes really cool avatars. But it's not just because of what he created, it's because of his dedication towards perfection. Back in March he showed me these early mock-ups, and bit by bit, week by week, he's been improving them to the high-quality pieces of art that we have now. So congratulations, Sokolovextas, and thanks for all the hard work.
Thank you, Jing. Congratulations. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be showing even more of Alpha 0.5 in our upcoming live stream, so keep an eye on our website for the exact time and date. And as always, if you have any questions or comments, just drop us a line below. See you on the battlefield.